What's up, YouTube? So, today's topic, I'm going to talk about the generational curses. I'm going to talk about fasting, and I'm going to talk about time speeding up. And I'm also going to talk about karma. I don't know how long this video is going to be because my battery battery percentage is very low. It's at 3%. So, we'll see how it goes. So, let's get to it. So, when it comes to generational curses, how I look at it is this. So supposedly, according to different YouTubers and different people, and based on the sources I've learned these things from other people and shit, you have certain people whose part of their life purpose is to break generational curses when it comes to family bloodlines, right? And how I look at it, so basically what they got to do is they got to purge out all the trauma, pain, agony, and suffering, and all the bad habits that they were inflicted on growing up based on their own family's bloodline. So they got to heal and cure all of their family's karmic energies, and all the past experiences that deals with pain, such as betrayal, cheating, narcissism, stealing. I don't know. It could be anything. It could be anything that deals with trauma that revolves around pain. A closed off heart, anger, financial curses, and stuff like that. So all their lives, these specific people that were born into these dysfunctional families that has been going through so much trauma over these past generations, these specific people were meant to break these curses from their family, right? Which is fine, but the only problem I have is the fact that they got to go through life experiencing what their family bloodline and their ancestors have to go through, revolving around financial curses, poverty, narcissism, betrayal, relationship problems. All this shit deals with curses that revolves around trauma. So you have these specific people that are meant to go through these things, and they got to break them. But the thing that sucks is that they got to experience all this shit throughout their whole lives growing up. So they're gonna attract a lot of bullshit situations, dealing with trauma, dealing with stupid ass people, dealing with financial curses, and they gotta overcome that shit. But it's a long process, and it's a long struggle, because it's a long process to heal from blockages. It's a long process healing from trauma, and it's a long process healing from your family's bloodline's trauma. So basically, these specific people, and I'm one of them because I'm going through this shit, but these people and me, we're pretty much meant to go through abuse. We're pretty much meant to go through trauma and all this horrible shit, right? Some people don't make it out, but not only that, but from a spiritual perspective, people go through spiritual warfare and all this other bullshit. I'm not saying these specific people go through things. I feel like everyone also experiences some type of generational curse from their family bloodlines, but these specific, some people go through more intense shit than other people. So all their lives, they gotta go through so much pain. And how I look at it is it's kind of unfair when these people got to go through so much pain and bullshit, right? And they're constantly getting attacked, constantly getting attacked. And then you got these Mercury retrogrades, you got these full moon cycles, you got Saturn and Pisces, Venus retrograde, all these retrogrades, and all this astrological energies coming to the surface. And every fucking month, right? Every year, not every year, but every month throughout the years, right? And so they're always in the constant process of going through trauma, going through bullshit, got to heal from it. They got to overcome it, and the cycle repeats, but it gets more intense. And how I look at it is this: if we're gonna go through all this shit, if we gotta break all these generational cycles, shouldn't we deserve to experience a lot of abundance, a lot of success, and a lot of happiness after we get rid of those things? It's supposed to be guaranteed towards us. If we're willing to put ourselves to go through all this stupid ass bullshit, then don't we deserve a lot of abundance and success and happiness? Because it'll only make things fair. It'll make things balance it out. Because I've experienced a lot of situations in life where I feel like it was I've experienced a lot of unfair situations, and where people have done things to me and they're able to get away from it. But what I've learned as I'm getting older is because I'm dealing with generational curses. When it comes to finances, when it comes to betrayal, when it comes to all this shit, when it comes to loss, narcissism, relationship problems, all this shit. And how I look at it is this: so if life is gonna throw all this shit at me, and I'm constantly overcoming it, but yeah, I'm still going through this shit, which is gonna get more intense as years go by, in this lifetime, I'm pretty much meant to experience success, to experience abundance, and I'm meant to experience all the things I want out of life, right? But in order for me to experience all that shit, I have to go through all this bullshit first. So that's the type of shit that gives me hope, or that's at least how I think it should be. It should be like that. It should be fair like that. But like I said, but even then, when you're going through these things, in order for you to attract the things you want out of life, you have to put in the work. You have to bust your ass and go through so much hell and turmoil just to get the things you want. So even if you're attracting those things, you weren't getting those things because you deserve it, but more so because you put in the work and you busted your ass and you put the energy and time and effort to get those things. So in reality, what I realized that like some people go through harder and more painful shit compared to the average person. You know what I'm saying? But I also believe that like the more pain and bullshit you go through throughout life, the more success, bliss, and happiness you will also experience, because the feeling of you overcoming tough situations and tough blockages, the more powerful you are, the more successful you're gonna be. And shout out to Chauncey One. Chauncey One mentioned that like as a spirit, the more blockages and obstacles you go through and you're willing to overcome it, that you should be really proud of yourself, and that's a huge accomplishment, because one of the best feelings, or the main best feelings in this world, in this human experience, is going through blockages, going through obstacles and setbacks where you're able to overcome that shit. No one could take that away from you. No one could copy that, no one could steal that, no one could take that away from you. And that's a lot better, and it is success, but it's a lot better than success, fame, and fortune, all this other shit. Knowing that like you went through hard times and you're able to overcome it continuously, you know? So shout out to Chauncey when he mentioned that. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is this: if you're going through hard times, if you're going through generational curses, don't get discouraged, keep moving, and just know that the harder your life path is, that means that shows how powerful you are, and you're meant for greater things in life, and you are going to get those things in this lifetime. But I'm also going to talk about time speeding up, fasting, and karma. I don't know when this video is going to end, but let's get to it. So when it comes to fasting, so lately I've been eating some certain foods and stuff, and like my stomach has been feeling extremely ill, or like it takes so long for my stomach to digest it. So like whenever I'll eat certain foods, I'll feel extremely bloated, and since time is speeding up so fast, it takes so much time for my body to digest, because I'm constantly on the go. I constantly have things that I want to take care of, like working out, going for runs, studying. But it's hard to do that when my body is bloated, or like when I eat food, it lowers my energy. So like, because it takes so long to digest it. So it's like, I might incorporate fasting, but fasting is so hard because it's such a mental game. And I notice too, like whenever I fast, I feel tired, but it's just a withdrawal process. Like I used to fast, the most I could do, like back in 2017, I was fasting a lot. Like I would fast like 1 to 2 days continuously. The most I could fast probably was like 3 or 4 days, I think. But that was back in 2017, but I only did that once. But I used to fast consistently, but it's a long process and it's not easy. So you just got to do what you got to do. But yeah, but since time is speeding up, it's like if you're trying to fast, it's gonna work in your favor. But it's hard, it's not easy, because our bodies are so used to eating so much food, and we got all these chemicals that we gotta withdraw from. You know what I'm saying? But how I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna start fasting, but like if I feel like eating, I'm probably just gonna eat fruits and vegetables. You know what I'm saying? Because at least it's healthy. You know what I'm saying? And I know other stuff is healthy too, like meat, but like meat, I mean, like eating fruits and vegetables. Like I'm just gonna start off slowly on my fasting process, because when you fast, supposedly there's benefits. Like some people say the more you fast, like you get a lot of spiritual benefits. Like you have a faster reflex, you have like sharper thinking, you're able to kill a lot of time, you're able to break free from addictions when it comes to not only eating, when it comes to like lust, when it comes to like addictions with technology and shit like that. So you know, and it develops a lot of mental strength as well. Yeah, so I'm also gonna tell you about karma. So it just sucks how like, and I mentioned this a lot in my videos, but again, it just sucks when someone do you wrong and you don't see them get their karma, and it's bullshit. And like if karma is such a real thing, or like if karma actually works as it's supposed to, then why are these people still doing the same shit, still doing the same bullshit towards other people? because karma doesn't affect people like that. Either that or karma is so weak. But I don't know, man. It's just I never seen people get their karma. Like the only times I'll get like confirmation somewhere to get their karma is when I book a tarot reading. And it's just bullshit how like life or God or the universe, they'll orchestrate a situation to where like someone would do me wrong, and now I gotta learn the lessons, and now I gotta process and purge out all the pain that I too experienced in trauma, and I'm still doing to this day. And I can't see these people get their karma, or like it seems like they're not changing their ways, and I feel so stuck and pissed off. That's what I got to book a tarot reading, and that's how I'm able to get confirmation that these people are getting their karma. You know what I'm saying? So this is bullshit. But I don't know, man. We are in the Mercury retrograde, so like a lot of people are going through it. So it's important to use your negative emotions, to use your negativity in the right direction. You can use it towards working out. Like what I would do is that like whenever I'm feeling some type of pain, or I feel a lot of anger, or I have a lot of emotions coming to the surface, especially with these Mercury retrogrades, what I would do is that like I'll try to transmute these energies into working out a lot. Because whenever I'm in pain or I'm pissed off, I work out a lot. So I'll go outside like right now. I'll go for runs. I'll fucking work out the gym. I'll try meditations. I'll try making. Usually, if you see me make a lot of YouTube videos at a certain day, it's because I'm very angry and I'm trying to project and release a lot of anger through making YouTube videos, and that helps a lot. Obviously, it doesn't help fully, but it's something. So it's kind of like a form of therapy. But so you gotta transmute your negative energy towards the right directions. Don't transmute your negative energy towards the wrong directions. That's how people get into trouble. That's how you put yourself in a worse position than you already are. So like you don't want to make it worse. You know what I'm saying? So don't like that's how people. I'm not saying everyone, but that's how some people go to prison or jail because let's say you're in the right path of life, right? But then all these emotions just overconsume you, and you take your anger out on the wrong types of people or in wrong situations, and now you're in prison or in jail. So like you gotta be careful. I know being a human is not easy because we're constantly in a state of like healing, purging out trauma, pain, not only this lifetime, but from past lives and from our family bloodlines and shit like that. So this shit is not easy. So a lot of people are going through it. But it's a lot to explain, but like one of the main reasons why a lot of people are in trauma, there's in so much pain, is because of the corrupt world, the corrupt system we're living in. The world we're living in is not natural. We're being controlled by money, and since we're being controlled by money, these money problems are responsible for creating a lot of broken family households and a lot of family systems and shit like that. And especially when it comes to relationship problems as well. Money is the biggest issue, but it's not just money. It's not money, it's the people controlling the money, like corrupt government, corrupt elites, and shit like that. So this world is so evil, it produces traumatized people, and the cycle continues up until this timeline. So now people are trying to wake up, trying to do the healing work so they can break these generational curses, and it's a slow process, and there's a lot to it too. It's not just that, but I don't know. This is why this human experience is so chaotic. Just the fact that this realm allows a lot of shit like this to happen, it tells you this realm is it's shitty. It's not a good realm because people are able to get away with evil shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I gotta say. Just try to follow your heart. Do the things you enjoy doing. Do what you love. Follow your passion. Follow your heart. Do the healing work. Don't ever quit on yourself. Don't give up. Just the fact that you're still alive, you're meant for great things. You have a purpose in life. So always remember that. Don't let people get to you. Don't let life get to you. I know life is frustrating sometimes because you got time speeding up, and a lot of people, they're just projecting their shit towards you, or like you live in a corrupt world. So don't take it personally. You know what I'm saying? Life is short, and again, just the fact that you're alive, you have a purpose. You're meant for great things. You have God-given gifts and talents. So don't ever be afraid to show the world your gifts and shit. And you're meant for great things. And whatever tough situation you're going through, you will get through it. And have a good one. Good luck to you. Peace.